Hello everyone and welcome to World of Tanks with the Iceman. This will be my first ever review, this time being a KV-4 review, the Russian Tier 8 heavy tank. This tank is from the heavier branch of tanks, so you can actually expect some proper armour unlike in the IS-3, which I didn't, it's good, but I didn't personally really like it. So yeah, starting off with the mobility. This tank is slow. It's pretty much a moving bunker. That's what it is. It's meant to perform that role and it performs it perfectly. It might have over 1000 horsepower, but it's having to deal with 104 tons of mass, so good luck moving that. Also it turns slowly, but that's sort of expected for a 104 ton tank. As you can actually see over here, it can shift on the flat, but still, it's not going to go more than 30 on any surface. So, now getting on with the gun. The gun of the KV-4 is a 107mm, similar to that on the T150, and it's just Russian. It's Russian, you'll hit everything you aim at for some reason. It doesn't matter, it's physical, .38 accuracy, just look! Nothing. Oh, well. But still, although it's got a long 3.4 second aiming time, it's got the same pen as your standard Tier 8 heavy at 227, 2 more than the Tiger 2, 1 more than the Carnarvon, and turbo DPM being Russian, so yeah. Although you do damage, as you can see over here. You'll hit all of your shots, it's perfect. And then we get to the main point of the tank. Apart from the fact that over here I goof terribly, you know, driving out sideways isn't exactly the optimal thing to do in front of German tank destroyers, but still, this tank has got fantastic armour, the best, definitely the best of any Tier 8 heavy. Over here I ever so slightly nudged the IS-6, ignore that, that never happened, but still. The side armour is amazing for its tier, being 150mm better than most tanks have got at the front. This tank has got the side range that is really the master of side scraping at its tier. The frontal armour as well is brilliant at 180mm with no weak spots apart from the viewport and the machine gun port, which are both minuscule, almost impossible to hit. And then of course we get to the fact that its turret, everyone always thinks that the top turret is a weak spot. It's not. It's the exactly same thickness as the front of the normal turret. So unless they hit it flush, which they may as well do on the main turret, you very, very rarely get penetrated. And as you can see over here, the only damage that I've taken for the whole entire battle is the damage that I took from being a stupid arse and managing to drive out sideways in front of a Yak Panther 2. Apart from that, the tank also has extremely thick tracks and the gun mantle, which is the same thickness as the actual front of the turret itself, so you can expect that most Tier 7s can't pen you unless you play like an arse, and most Tier 8s will struggle if you play the tank correctly. Over here you can also see that the DPM isn't too good. I mean, as far as the gun goes, it's very nice, yes, you'll pen most of your shots. As you can see here, the lower plate of an IS-6 pen no problem. And yes, I get ambushed by an E25. I'm not sure what he was expecting to achieve there, not exactly the highest pen on that gun. 150mm, and I've got 150mm side armour, so it's enough that I angle this much and done. He can't do anything. I mean, he can track me. He can do that as long as he wants, I don't really care. But then it's... yeah, this can happen sometimes. This tank has got relatively good gun depression for a Russian tank, but then, yeah, you have to take into attention this is a very tall tank. So anything, an E25 ELC, I'm not sure if there's any other tanks which can do this, but E25's ELCs can go below your gun line, and when they do, it's a real struggle. I mean, you just have to hope that your team attempts to help you. And of course, enemies do try to use this. IS-2 sort of decides to drive out sideways in front of a KV-4, not exactly the best way of trying to kill one. And of course, the side armour goes again. I wasn't well angled, but the tank has got brilliant armour. And the weight means that I'm damaging this E25 quite a lot, and of course solidary, so Our KV-2 did help. He also managed to track me, which was quite inconvenient. And now the hero arrives again, and I don't know where he was aiming. I don't even know what he was doing there, but still. His tank isn't too accurate in the first place, and it's even less accurate when you're not aiming at the tank that you're trying to hit. So, of course, the height also helps because you can aim down at many tanks, like anything like IS-3s and so on. Your height means that you will be able to aim down at the roof of an IS-3 and pen it with ease. So, yeah, that's the KV-4. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.
Io e la mia, i miei e me, tutto ciò che luccica è oro. Io e la mia presto sarò ricco.